mascots are going crazy.
Yeah, I saw that, and then like I know the Knicks winning was like a big deal, and so like New York like sort of had like a even more like massive
Yeah.
celebration. Although I did see Elmo's head on a spike was being marched through the streets.
Oh,
Yeah,
we don't.
because Elmo tweeted something about.
Yeah, like I
Oh,
hope
I think
both
Elmo
teams
said,
had
like,
fun or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
That's
so,
and
really
that-
funny then, actually.
yeah, Elmo is sort of like now become like the symbol of like non-violence, and so his head is being paraded around New York City on a spike.
Oh.
Because
I
don't think I understand sports.
This was like one of the main like things that we'd always start with like every religious studies class that I was in, that they're like, what is religion? And then like you try to define it, and then people are like, that's also kind of sports. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah. That's every time, like, so one of my coworkers said this to me a while ago, and I don't think it's helped keep me sane, but I guess it's helped me, like, understand what's happening with all the horrible stuff in especially in our country right now. Like, every time, like, these people do a horrible thing and then people cheer for it, you have to remember that they think this is a sports game.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Like, they think that, like, blue team good, red team bad, blue team do anything is good.
Well, it's crazy because humans, you know, it just goes back to like tribes and stuff of like defending your area. Anyway,
Yeah. No, that's
bunch of
good. And
stuff.
and a lot of tribes also interacted with llamas, which is today's topic. Hello, everyone.
yeah. Should we? We
That
haven't
was-
clapped yet.
Okay. I did say I was recording everything on my end, so we don't actually have to clap and synchronize anymore.
Oh, right. You did say that originally.
Yeah, no, it's actually, I know, but I like the idea that you just want to clap because you like us all clapping together.
I was waiting. I didn't realize we had already started.
We've been in the show for a while. Look around
Oops. I've been over here like digging through drawers.
you. That's okay.
Wow, your microphone's pretty good. It's not picking up. Digging
Yeah,
through
that's
drawers.
true, actually. Okay, so as I was so smoothly trying to segue into, we're talking about llamas
Yeah.
today. This is Animal
We haven't
Genius
introduced
World.
ourselves.
Oh my god, I was literally about to. Start the tapes over.
Start over.
All
right.
Yeah, welcome to Animal Genius World. This is a podcast by animals for animals, and I am your super fluffy host, Nirav.
And I'm your not an alpaca host, Annie.
And I'm Rachel.
Okay, maybe that's the joke. Maybe you just say
Honestly,
it on Rachel every time.
I love it.
I like it a lot, actually. So every other week, we sit down to chat about the amazing animal kingdom. This week, we are heading to South America to spit on tourists. That's right, it's llama time, baby.
It's Llama time.
It's llama time, which we can talk about too. So this is sort of an apology animal because we're talking about the new World Screwworm last week. If you missed that one, go back and check it out. Which, by the way, I don't know that it's crazy. I didn't even mention this on the episode. Lindsay's family owns a beef like farm, like that is their business.
I thought you were gonna say they owned a screwworm farm.
They do not own a screwworm breeding facility. No, it is the other one. But yeah, like, so I mentioned this to Lindsay and she's like, what? Oh my God, I need to ask my parents about this. And I was like, oh yeah, oh my God, they're in South Alabama. Yeah.
Did you hear anything?
Yeah, she said that they are very well aware of the threat right now and are extremely worried, but they heard that the state is like pouring some funding into these like breeding labs or whatever, so hopefully it will be like lessened or fought off before it reaches them. But yeah, they're like very on edge right now.
Yay.
Also,
Anyway, back to
all animals are worthy of discussion, not just the cute ones.
Right. Do you
That's very
I'm
true.
sure you guys have heard this phrase before called charismatic megafauna, which is also the name of my metal band. But
God.
it's like this phenomenon, I guess, in which like the physically larger an animal is, the more humans care about protecting it.
Yeah, because they're more there, I think, also.
I guess so.
But
Yeah.
also otters.
Yeah,
They're kind of small, but people love them because they're cute.
yeah, but like when you talk about like, you know, an insect that's endangered, or even like honestly even usually a bird that's endangered. Like people don't generally care that much. And then once you get to
Yeah.
like larger animals, like your whales and such, like people are like, we got to save these whales, like fuck mosquitoes or whatever.
Yeah, I think I saw a thing once that people were like, you can raise money for polar bears, and not saying that the polar bears don't need the money, but like it's much easier to raise money for polar bears than like seals.
Yeah, that's true. Um, but anyway, so yeah, all animals are equal in the eyes of God, is I think what you're trying to say, Rachel.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, it's interesting. I guess this is not a topic for today specifically, but like, I was raised Hindu, and I would say I still follow some of those practices, even though not so religiously. But like, in that belief system, and like pretty much across India, like all animals, all forms of life are considered to have the same value.
Hmm.
Which is of course where the vegetarian thing came from. And
Right.
because of the reincarnation thing, right? So it's like, oh well, that cow you're trying to eat is like the same thing as like my friend. I don't
Right.
know.
It could theoretically be, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to like come up with a standard Indian name, but I couldn't think of one. So it's the
Not a
same.
single one.
Nice, yeah. My friend Nirav.
Yeah, your
Um,
friend Nero.
but yeah, so I don't know. That's always been an interesting thing. But yeah, like so we love our bloat flies and our screwworms, but like I have to admit they are not the sexiest animal.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call llamas very sexy either.
No, but I think they're you know what I mean though, like in terms of like
No, I know, I know.
what
I'm
that
just
that
making a
that
bad joke.
search engine optimization potential.
They're fluffy and we like them and we use them for things that benefit us. And
We interact
therefore,
exactly. We interact with them in a very positive way. A lot of people have hung out with them in real life, petting zoos, etc. And they're just kind of a fun, fluffy guy. So, yeah, I think that's all I need. So let's let's kick off with another episode of Animal Zork. We've reached the fourth floor of the cavern. Please tell me if you remember the names of your characters.
Sarah.
Sarah's correct, and then Annie, you changed your name to something.
uh, Thunder Vera.
Thunder Thighs, I think was it.
Well,
Um,
sure.
you meet a New World Screwworm, who I guess I'm going to say is like 30 times larger than it normally is.
Terrifying.
Yeah, and it says, "Hello. Before you pass to the next floor, answer the following trivia question, or I will burrow into your skin.
No.
Which of the following countries was not involved in an international study and implementation of breeding sterile male screwworms to deplete the population? United States, Mexico, Bahamas, and Panama."
Bahamas.
Yeah, it was the Bahamas.
Okay.
We both say simultaneously.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe a little more enthusiasm would be great. I put a lot of work into that voice.
Should I also do the voice? The Bahamas.
Oh, I see you are one of us.
We're a fellow scratchy voice person.
Yes, you have passed. Indeed, the Bahamas were uninvolved, as they are an island nation. I don't know what's happening to me. He fades away into the darkness, and the gate is open to the next floor. So, we have learned about another animal.
Yay.
Next week, we'll go to the llama floor, see what questions await us there. That floor is going to be a
Play
lot
along
less
at
gross
home.
than this one. Okay.
Lot less things burrowing into your skin. Although spit is kind of nasty, but anyway.
It is, but I would so much rather be spit on than have my skin burrowed into.
That's true.
All right, Annie,
Yeah.
tell us what it looked like. What is llama?
Yeah. So they kind of look like camels, but smaller and fluffier. They get up to about like 5'7", 5 feet 7 inches to 5 feet 11 inches. Which, fun fact, I am 5'7", so I'm as big as a llama, which is fun.
Okay.
I am going to start telling people that. They usually weigh between 280 to 450 pounds. At maturity, females are the larger of the two sexes.
Yeah, get
Um,
fucked.
Yeah. And they have a total of 32 teeth. along with like they have like fangs.
Do we not also have 32 teeth?
Do we? I feel like that is something that I should know.
We do, but llamas don't have upper teeth.
Well, they have like canines in the top that are like hooked to like bite things with.
Oh, to like, I guess, like
terrifying.
hold something down while it's chewing it, I guess.
Well, they're specifically for self-defense, I believe.
Oh, really? Interesting. They have fangs?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew llamas had fangs. I'm going to look into
Yeah, you
that
gotta
now.
look up a picture. It's kind of scary. They're like hooked backwards. Like if they bit onto something, they'd be able to like hold it.
Thank you for coming tonight. We are Llama Fang.
We are Llama Fang.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. So the canine is set kind of further back than you would think. Like the canine is kind of, in a dog, it would be kind of where the premolars are. Because they got this like hard palate above their bottom incisors. And then behind that hard palate is this like awful looking canine. That's terrible, and I hate that.
Yeah,
right. It looks like the claws on like a shoot. What's the really big squid?
Giant squid?
No, there's the giant squid, but then there's the colossal squid. Has
I was like, are you talking about the kraken?
Has little hooks on its suckers. But yeah, and then as Rachel said, they have the incisors on the bottom front, so they all look like they have like horrible underbites. And then they just have molars in the back to grind down food. Their skull is very similar to the camel. And I just thought it was interesting. It noted that they have a larger brain cavity, but their brains have less
brain in them.
No, they have less I didn't write it down, and now my brain can't think
grooves?
of it. Yes, grooves, brain grooves.
Okay.
So theoretically stupider. I don't know. And then their ears are rather long and slightly curved inward. They're characteristically known as banana shaped. They're very cute. And they come in many colors, including white, black, brown, gray, mottled, many different colors.
Okay.
They are models.
Actually, going back to something, Rachel, is it the case that most species that the females are larger than the males at maturity? Because I feel like I hear that a lot.
No, I don't know. Like you would have to. I don't know if anyone's run the numbers on how many species the male's larger and how many species the female's larger, and I think it really depends on. You know, if the males compete directly for females, then a lot of times the males, I think, tend to be larger.
Okay.
If it's a situation where the female, I'm thinking like anglerfish, where like the female does.
Oh, we did anglerfish on here.
Yeah, like the female does like almost everything, and then the male is there just to provide his
supply sperm. Yeah.
Yeah, then I think in those species, the males tend to be smaller.
Okay, that makes sense.
I feel like in a lot of mammals, the females are usually smaller, but I don't know entirely if that's correct.
That might be
that out of my ass.
That might be the trend, yeah, because I feel like
except for hyenas, which we should do at some point.
Ooh.
But anyway,
I have a good story about a hyena, which I guess I'll tell now because it's only 5 seconds long. But
You're leaking hyena content.
I'm leaking hyena content, but when we were in South Africa, I went there many, many years ago on a trip with my family, and we were in out in the actual safari, the Kruger National Park. And there's cabins there you stay in or whatever. Like, so we were staying in there, and I was on the bottom bunk, and like the way my bed was set up, like I was looking right out the window, and like I woke up in the morning and there was a hyena literally staring at me like through the window. It was the first thing I saw, and it just had its stupid mouth open. It was drooling.
Did you scream? Because I would.
Yeah, I got startled, and I was like, "Oh," and then like it just like didn't move or react, and it just like eventually looked like it got bored and left.
That's crazy. They're like barracuda. Have you ever like been in the water with barracuda?
Not that I've known about. I'm sure they've been around me.
They're crazy because they're just like not afraid of you.
Oh no.
And they just sit there and they just watch you. And they also can kind of like look over their shoulder. It's weird.
Oh, I don't like that. They shouldn't have shoulders. They're fish.
Yeah, they don't really, but they could do whatever you call that,
Oh,
the
no.
equivalent of that.
All right, well, let's talk about the etymology of the word llama. So,
yes,
this is an interesting word because it actually goes all the way back to the Quechuan, which I'm sure I'm not saying right, word from the indigenous people of South America down near the Andes Mountains. So, if I use the word in the rest of this, episode, like Andean, that doesn't mean like it's a specific tribe. It's just kind of used to group together the cultures of the many different indigenous tribes that lived in and around the Andes Mountains in South America. So, like the Incan Empire, the Incans were the most populous of the Andean tribes. But so the Quechuan word literally was just llama. It was carried back to Europe by the Spanish conquistadors. There's not a lot more to it, which I kind of like. The word llama is one of the oldest words that has survived intact and unchanged for thousands of years, and it has been imported into all languages just as it was. It's likely. So I was about to say it's likely that the original pronunciation was llama back in the day. However, because the Spanish conquistadors came in and were the ones to write it down first, they wrote it as Llama, right, with the double L in Spanish making a Y sound, as we know. So
I was wondering if there was only one L, but that would make sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see anything about that, but like basically the idea is that they were calling them llama, and then they wrote that down, and then when English speakers looked at the word Llama or either Lama, either one, they would read that as llama, and of course that started appearing in English around the 16th century after the Spanish conquistadors brought that information back to Europe. So yeah, I kind of like this word because it doesn't actually mean anything. It just has always been designated for this specific animal.
A llama is a llama, and that is that.
That is 100% true. So their scientific name, hilariously, is llama-glama.
That's a good band name.
We are llama-glama.
We are llama-glama.
That was established by Caaaaarl Linnaeus himself in 1758. If you remember, he was the one who kind of invented our current system of taxonomic hierarchies. Linnaeus... sorry?
I just said everything.
Yeah.
He did everything.
Linnaeus saw two different spellings for llama at the time, which were both Lama and then Glama, which probably supports the idea that the original pronunciation was Yama, and it kind of turned into Glama as it was moved around. But he saw those two spellings, and he actually couldn't decide on which one was correct, and so he just smooshed them together, so it became llama-glama.
Nice. It's like bananas in pajamas.
Yeah, I guess.
Llama-glama.
Was that a TV show?
Yeah.
It was.
I think I was like a tiny bit too old for that one, I think.
I actually never saw it on television, but we had little bananas in pajamas, like little plushies.
Oh, okay. And Rachel, I think you were in college when that was airing, is that right?
Yeah, I was too old for it for sure, but I knew of it. I knew it existed.
Were there llamas?
A woman of culture.
I don't know. I never watched it.
Why did you bring it up, Annie?
Because it rhymes. Okay. Llama-glama, bananas in pajamas.
You're right. That is the same. Okay. Llamas are from the family Camelidae. Predictably, that includes camels. There are 7 Camelidae left alive right now. Dromedary camels, Bactrian camels, wild Bactrian camels, llamas, alpacas, vicuñas, and guanacos. I had not heard of vicuñas and guanacos before. I looked at them. They're both very llama-like.
Yeah.
I would say less fluffy and less furry, but very llama-like. They're all both in South America as well.
Yeah. I think Rachel might be getting a little bit more into it.
Yeah, Rachel, can you tell me about how categorized?
Yeah, so they are kingdom Animalia, of course, phylum Chordata, because they have a spine, class Mammalia, because they have hair and produce milk. Mm-hmm. They're in the infraclass Placentalia, So the class Mammalia is divided into 3 subdivisions. There's the Placentalia, the Monotremata, and the Marsupialia.
It's the marsupials, yeah.
Marsupials, yes. So you have your placenta mammals, your egg-laying mammals, and your marsupial mammals.
Yes, we talked about monotremes as well, which is the egg-laying ones, because that's the echidnas, and who else was it?
Platypus.
Platypus, thank you, yeah.
Platypi.
And there's one more, isn't there?
I believe there is. I don't know what it's called. I will research while you're talking.
Okay.
Did you already say echidna?
I did.
2 seconds ago.
The order is Artiodactyla, from the Greek meaning even-toed. So they're ungulates, which. Oh my God, I was thinking that in my head earlier, and I was like, I'm going to make that joke.
He stole it out from under you.
Quickly before we move on, there's 5 monotremes actually. Yeah, platypus. Okay, this is cheating. Sorry. There's platypus and then 4 species of echidna. Never mind.
Oh, okay, well then never mind. It's just those 2.
Yeah.
So we've got knuckles and we got a platypus.
Yep. Short-beaked echidna, eastern long-beaked echidna, western long-beaked echidna, and then Sir David's long-beaked echidna.
That's crazy. He gets his own.
How much money did Sir David pay for that to happen?
At least $3.
That's probably true. Sorry, Rachel, you were talking about placentas.
No, I was talking about toes. So they are ungulates, which bear weight evenly on 2 of the 5 toes.
Yeah.
So they're in the.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. So their other toes aren't really used. They're just kind of.
They're kind of vestigial. And in some species they're not there at all.
So like they have kind of that thing where it's like split, right? So it's like they're kind of 2 evenly sized. Full disclosure, I'm thinking about the Emperor's New Groove right now, my main source of llama visuals.
Are you thinking about the thing where he like clicks his little toes together?
Is that something that they can do?
Yeah.
What a good movie.
I know, we're going to talk about it later on. It's in my section.
Okay.
That's interesting. I guess those are vestigial toes then. But you said on some of them they don't even appear, like they just kind of went away.
It depends on the species.
Okay.
Like horses stand on 1 toe. And like I don't think the other ones are there. I can't remember what my horse anatomy looks like.
I think we talked about this because
I think they are there, but they're like they don't do anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, by way of how like mammal body parts are classified, horse legs are actually fingers, and those toes are actually like fingernails.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of like a whale having like hip bones still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like they're maybe tiny little sesamoid if they're there at all. I can't remember. I know. Really, it's just one.
If you have a vestigial hip bone, would you say that hips do lie?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Technically, they don't lie because they told us that there were legs at one point. Wait, what was the word that you used, Rachel?
Sesamoid?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So a sesamoid bone is a specialized bone that's embedded directly within a tendon or a muscle. They act as pulleys, basically, to help reduce friction and protect tendons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Run fast. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, tell us about
they're in Caaaaarl, the family Caaaaarl, of course, the family of the camels. The genus is llama, which contains 4 of the South American camelids. The llama and the alpaca are domesticated, and the guanaco and vicuña are wild, so they have never been domesticated.
Okay.
There was maybe another species. There was the chilihueque.
I like that
that existed, but they weren't sure. They were like, maybe these are like some guanacos that They were, working on being domesticated, but they went extinct sometime around the 18th century. So they're not around for us to kind of test their DNA and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And then of course llama-glama.
Llama-glama.
Yeah.
Llama-glama. It also kind of sounds like it'd be like a Nick Jr. show. Like llama-glama. It's like a bunch of llamas wearing head scarf, not head scarves. What did like the Ninja Turtles wear around their eyes?
Masks?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
But specifically like the ones that you tie. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Whatever.
If I had a band named Llama-glama, I would spell it. So the genus is just spelled L-A-M-A. I would spell it L-L-A-M-A, G-L-A-M-A. And my band merch would feature like a llama wearing like star-shaped sunglasses.
I like that.
Yes. I like one of my llamas now in this TV show is wearing star-shaped sunglasses. So.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
nothing. Okay, so I looked around. Not only is there no llama Pokemon, there is no Pokemon that's like even like sort of like a llama. The closest thing is the camels. They don't have
any llama Pokemon?
No.
I mean, I guess llamas aren't in Japan.
Yeah, llamas are very exclusively South American, and none of the games have been set there yet. We had one that was, set in like New York City, and then one that was set in Hawaii. It's about as close as they got. So I guess they just didn't bother yet. So
you know who does have llama looking creatures in it?
I don't know if you're about to say the thing that I prepared to talk about, which is Animal Crossing instead.
No, I was going to talk about Pal World.
Oh, really? Wow. So tell me about these llamas with guns.
I never put mine with guns. I just put a little saddle on them and rode them around.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you could choose not to give them guns.
Yeah, I thought they came with guns equipped.
No, they did not. They do not come with guns. You have to manufacture the guns and give them the guns, which I never really did because I never thought that it actually increased their attack that much.
That's interesting. That seemed to be the whole selling point was like, look, they have guns.
Yeah, it's called Melpaca. It's cute.
Melpaca. Okay, sure. Throw that in there. Okay, I will go ahead and say that doesn't look like a Pokemon because I don't think it really looks that good. But
it's cute.
It's
Look
fine.
At its little
it's fine.
Ears. It has bunny ears.
Yeah, let's do that. So Melpaca, the Pal World, is our Pokemon for today. Is there a Bulbapedia or something for Pal World?
There is. I think so. There's also like a King. What is it called? King Packa? There's a King Packa. Yeah, look at him. He's a fluffy boy.
What the fuck is that? This is a thing. Nintendo would never allow this to leave the door.
He's like a big fat llama with a trident for eyebrows.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's pretty funny though. All right, I'm looking at some of the behaviors and utilities. Here's some trivia from the Pal World wiki. On Melpaca. Its name comes from the words marshmallow and alpaca. That makes sense.
Aww.
And Melpaca was featured in PAL Deck number 25. Great. So there are no facts about this one.
What about the King Packa?
There's a Pokédex entry here. Sorry. It's called the PAL Dex. Sorry. So sorry.
How dare you?
The PAL Dex entry says, don't be fooled by its fluffy appearance. A hypersonic kick from one of its long legs may send you flying to the other side of the world. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
That is something. Yeah, let me look up King Packa. While I'm doing this, I did want to give a small shout out to the llamas from Animal Crossing, Reese and Cyrus, who are like tailors in New Leaf. Animal Crossing New World.
They're also in New Horizon.
Yes, they run the photo studio, I believe, in New Horizons.
No, the hippie runs the photo studio. They have their own little they have their little crafty.
Oh, they do have a crafting
Cyrus.
thing still. Okay.
Yeah, he paints for you.
The rug one is a camel, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her name's Sahara.
Yeah, there are camel Pokemon. There's Camerupt, who is pretty cool, but I wanted to save him for a later date because I'm sure we could obviously do a whole different episode on camels very easily. Okay, Melpaca serves this PAL. Sorry, this is the PAL Dex entry for King Packa. Contests between King Paka offer up their vassals as a wager. Those seen alone are losers of such contests. Christ. Okay.
I will say I've never played Pal World, but I do specifically want to play Pal World, and I want to have 17 of these King Pakas.
One thing I think people didn't, which I will say because they're doing so much where it looks like they're stealing so much of the imagery from Pokemon, people don't really know that Pal World is like an open world survival crafting game. It's not an RPG like Pokemon, even a little bit.
Yeah, but look at him.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just I don't really think it's even a comparable kind of game. It's like a totally different genre.
It's a totally different genre. Although I will say, like, open world survival games where you ride creatures around and then you collect other creatures is like my favorite type of game.
Okay, interesting.
I love surviving and collecting creatures.
Well, hey,
I get that. I also like surviving and catching creatures, but
I love surviving.
It's a little easier for me.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move on. We'll make King Paka our official mascot for today. So, Annie, tell me about habitat and behavior. What it do with where it is?
Yeah. So, their like native geographical range spans the Andes Mountains of South America, primarily Peru, Bolivia, extending into Argentina, Chile, and Ecuador. They're mostly on high grassy plateaus at higher elevations. They are a common domestic animal in Europe, the United States, and Australia now. They do like to travel in herds. I did read that
they do travel in herds.
Yes. They do. They're more solitary than like other alpacas are much more like they need to be together. I read. Anyway, we're not talking about alpacas. Like llamas can be a little bit more solitary. Anyway, but they still travel in herds. And like humans, llamas, the males and females mature sexually at different rates. So females reach puberty at like 12 months old, while males do not become sexually mature until about 3 years of age. And female llamas are induced ovulators, so it means like they don't go into heat or have periods like most mammals. They ovulate during mating. So it's like stimulated during mating. The gestation period, which is how long the llama is pregnant, averages the llama mama averages about 11 and a half months or like 350 days. They give birth with a bunch of other females standing in a circle around them to protect them from the mother and the baby, from the males, but also any predators. They usually give birth in the morning, which they suspect may be like an evolutionary adaptation isn't the right word for what I'm trying to say, but they think that it may because it actually increases survival likelihood, because in the Andes Mountains it can get really cold at night. So if you have a baby in the morning, they're more likely to be able to be warmer for longer.
Interesting.
The baby llamas are called cria. They're around 20 to 30 pounds.
They are babies.
They are up and standing and walking and attempting to suckle within the first hour after birth.
Nice.
This was just a little thing that I read that I thought was cute, is that female llamas can't lick their babies like most mammals because their tongue is attached and does not reach outside of their mouth more than like half an inch.
Oh, wow.
So normally they just kind of nuzzle and hum at them.
Well, that's cute.
And then spit, the big topic.
Yeah. Before we do that, I did want to mention, just as far as llamas, that I think they live about 20 to 25 years. So like,
yes, thank you.
They live like a good while for a mammal, you know, but that's about a little bit longer than horses actually, right?
I think horses are in their 20s.
Yeah, I could see that.
They can hit up to 30.
Okay.
Sometimes really old ones can get a little bit above 30.
Yeah, I saw that this thing said that llamas who are like in captivity and being taken care of can live past 30 as well. So I guess it just depends.
Makes sense. I mean, I feel like it's like that for everything, right?
Yeah, probably.
So the spit. So before we talk, or I don't know if we should do it before or after I talk about the spit, but Rachel, you had a spit story.
I do.
Do you want to tell it before or after I describe what the spit is?
Do it before so we can get primed. No, I want to prime everybody for that info.
All right. So they're very social herd animals. Sometimes they will spit at each other to discipline lower ranked llamas. A llama's social rank in a herd is never static, so they can constantly be going up and down the social ladder by picking fights.
Oh, like me at school.
Yeah, picking fights with ones that are above them. It's usually done between males to see who will become the dominant male. The fights are visibly dramatic, characterized by spitting, ramming into each other's, neck wrestling, kicking. The females usually only spit to control other herd members. And then I thought this one was interesting. So you can determine how agitated a llama is by the materials in the spit. So the more irritated the llama is, the further back into each of its 3 stomach compartments it will try to draw materials from.
So it's already like a boss fight.
Yeah, so llama. Like if it really doesn't like you, you're getting like stomach stuff on you.
Oh God.
Anyway, now tell us about your wonderful spit story.
Yeah.
So, a long time ago, I was a like an animal caretaker at like a zoo. I mentioned this before. And during feeding, and I didn't feed them very often, usually when like somebody called out and they needed help. But they would get so excited that they would like start spitting at each other. And like sometimes you would just be in the line of fire. But also, if you just looked at them wrong, so if you like made too long of eye contact, they would just spit on you. And like they would often, we had them in kind of like a petting zoo area, and children got nailed on the regular.
Oh my God! Just teaches children not to have eye contact, yeah, exactly. Which is what it should be, obviously.
Yeah, children should be spit on and not heard. I would say my only experience with llamas has also been in petting zoos, which I've always found them to be pretty friendly. You can feed them and they'll crunch whatever, little pellets out of your hand, and you can pet them and they're fluffy. I've not had a spitting experience, so like I think my llama experiences overall have been very positive.
I've seen a camel spit,
yes,
but not at anyone.
They I don't know if they do it as offensively as llamas do. Like, I think camels are like maybe doing it for more biological reason or something, whereas I think camels are like, let's fucking fight, or llamas. So, yeah, I don't know though. I actually want to mention quickly before I forget. Like, we were in, I want to say it was in Blue Ridge, Georgia. We were visiting up there, and there was a llama store, not a store where you would purchase llamas, but
I was about to ask.
Yeah. A rookie mistake. No, it was a store where everything was made out of llama wool. Tons of different stuff. I actually ended up getting my mom a llama wool blanket for Christmas, which was very comfortable and
That's
cozy.
Interesting, because I feel like llamas aren't always... I mean, they are used for their wool, but like not as much.
Yeah, basically like this lady who owned the business was like, yeah, like I have a specific partnership with a family that owns like a huge llama farm down in Peru, and like... they just make this stuff and send it up, and they get money for it, and it works out pretty well. They have so much wool that they need to unload.
They're true Peruvian llamas.
Yeah, these are right from the source. They live in the shadow of Machu Picchu, I'm sure.
Oh. Don't they all?
Yeah, no, they do.
I'm just making an affirmative noise.
I was thinking about like possibly being like kind of dumb and featuring Pichu, the Pokemon, this week due to his proximity to Machu Picchu, where llamas.
My God!
But that was like maybe one too many leaps.
Oh my God!
Unlike the leaping that llamas don't do, which is not a segue at all. Rachel, tell us about Habitat for Humility. What What has been the relationship of us with these beautiful creatures?
So, they don't actually exist in the wild. So llamas and alpacas are not, you don't find them in the wild. It's kind of like dogs,
right.
like a pug. There's no wild flocks or herds of pugs running free. That is a domesticated animal.
Yeah. I mean, okay, to be fair, like when I have gone to other countries, specifically like Eastern Europe or like Africa, there are packs of wild dogs running around. They're not pugs, obviously, but like the idea that there are wild dogs at all is insane to me, because like
are they wild dogs or are they feral dogs?
They're feral, which was my next point, is that any llama that you see existing out in the wild, it's not considered wild, it's considered feral.
That makes sense.
Yes, just like any pigeon that you see, which we will talk about pigeons at some point. I have a lot of opinions.
A lot of opinions about them. Okay.
You could just, if you want a pigeon as a pet, and they do make good pets, you could just go get you a pigeon.
Oh, I'm aware. I am slowly wearing down my boyfriend to let me get a pigeon at some point, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
we're leaking pigeon content.
Yeah, that's true.
We're leaking pigeon content.
A pigeon did leak pigeon content onto my car one time I watched. That was not good.
That was very good, Nirav.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to make up for my earlier bad segue. All right. Go on, Rachel, please.
So the llamas and alpacas were created by the ancient indigenous people from the Andes. You have to rear them correctly. So if you take a orphan cria and you bottle feed it, you over socialize it, you over handle it when it's really young, they actually lead to being really badly behaved adults, because what happens is that they see humans as other llamas, and then they start treating the humans as other llamas, and so they tend to spit, they tend to kick, they'll try to neck wrestle you.
Oh my god!
So they just become really kind of unruly. So it's better to let the babies wean first. And then once they're weaned, then you can like socialize them and halter train them. The weaning occurs around 5 to 6 months of age. Can take up to 12 weeks to fully complete the weaning. So around the 6-month mark is where a lot of people do halter training with their llamas, but some people start a little bit earlier. This is also true for alpacas.
It's like very funny because I feel like that's very like against human instinct. Like humans always want to like grab the babies and nurture them themselves. And it's like so funny to have like a farm and then have llamas, and your kids are like so used to bottle feeding, and then be like, don't touch the llamas. Do you want to get neck wrestled? None of us want to get neck wrestled.
Dude,
don't touch
my neck
llamas.
is maybe like 1/10 the length of a llama neck at best. Like I would not survive that fight.
Yes,
so,
do tell us the difference.
Yeah, so our listeners at home, all 10 of them, might be wondering.
You guys don't have to be mean about this. We are getting more listeners every week.
No,
listen, I brought my sister in, so my sister is now a listener.
Oh, great! Okay.
Hi, Rachel's sister.
Hey, what is your name, Rachel's sister?
Hannah.
Hannah, welcome to the farm, as they say. Probably.
It's just funny saying that we only have 10 listeners.
Okay.
That's a bit. I like a good bit.
Great.
Yes. You've never heard of those, Nirav, but they're these things that are funny.
You're right. I never do those.
Llamas.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
I was gonna say llamas are larger. They're up to almost 6 feet tall. They're up to 450 pounds, as Annie stated. While alpacas are smaller, they're only about 175 pounds at their heaviest. Llamas tend to be a little bit more confident. They have a longer snout. They make better livestock guardians, while alpacas are more gentle. They're more shy. They have a better fleece production. So alpacas, even though they're about half the size of a llama, they produce 3 times more fiber on their body, and that's what their fur is called. You call it fiber. But llamas, as far as being a pack animal, like an animal that you can like load stuff onto and like carry, have it carry your gear. Llamas, of course, are better suited for that.
They're kind of like the horses of South America.
They really are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, like, I rember learning when I was
Except
a kid
you can't ride them.
Well, yeah, true. They're less good horses. No, I'm just kidding. That when I was younger and I learned about, like, guard llamas and, like, the fact that you can, like, have a llama with the rest of your livestock and they will, like, actively attack anything that tries to get near them. And I wanted one when I was a child. Well, I wanted it to like me. Guard me. Love me.
Oh. All right.
But yeah.
Wait, sorry. So the alpacas, so you said that they're not as good, like, for being pack animals, though?
Because they're smaller.
By a pack animal, I mean, like, a beast of burden.
Right. Beasts of Burden would also be a good band name.
I would be shocked.
I was going to say,
that's not going to be a band name.
Right. I'll end this episode with some music by the real band Beasts of Burden. So yeah, let's I guess we'll dig into our last bit here about, like, cultural impact and lore.
Beast of Burden was a hit song by the Rolling Stones.
That does seem to be true, yeah.
Are we all looking this up at the same time?
Yeah, I don't think there's an artist with that name on Spotify at the very least, but
there's a Rolling Stones tribute band called Beast of Burden.
For some reason, this has led Spotify to let me know that Journey is playing at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, October 19th. That's apparently a search result. Okay.
It'd be quite a journey to get there.
I guess so. All right. Listen. Llama, listen to me.
Llama Glama, go.
Llama Glama. Llamas are known for playing a very important role in Andean civilizations, particularly the Incan civilization, both in everyday life and religion. Obviously, they were used for wool and milk, but much like you'll see a lot of parallels with how we talked about the buffalo for North America. A lot of tribes basically built their civilizations around llamas back in the day. Llamas were also sacrificed often in pre-Columbian indigenous cultures in religious rituals because they were deemed the most valuable animal and therefore they were the most worthy gift to the gods. Llamas were connected to the earth goddess Pachamama, who represented agriculture. Their wool was associated with the divine gift of clothing as well. So they basically felt like that all religious garments and everything would be woven specifically from llama wool. Llamas were also found in astrological constellations among the dark clouds of the Milky Way. This is interesting. They are called negative space constellations. So basically the absence of stars in the sky formed the shape of a llama, which they
the negative
observed.
Space.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I haven't either, but there's a whole thing about it if you want to look up negative space constellations. But yeah, they were very much the keystone species for these civilizations. And were obviously used for, like, food, clothing, all that stuff. Some other tiny notes. Llamas have been very popular in the old internet memes, of course. You might remember the Llamas with Hats series.
Caaaaarl,
that kills people. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not know that. Also notable that Fortnite, the most popular video game in the world, the mascot is a llama piñata.
Yeah, dude, we should have looked up more about piñatas being llamas. I mean, I guess just because they were a
South American
it's a South American thing, yeah.
I think I think donkeys and llamas are probably the two popular piñata shapes. Can we give a shout out to Viva Piñata, a game I never played but always wanted to?
Oh my god,
yes.
it was
so
I can
good. Picture it. Wait, you've played it?
Yeah. It was so good.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for the modern day. I guess like the closest thing we have right now is Pokopia.
Yeah, I've kind of heard that.
But man, we need another Viva Piñata.
Yeah,
get on it, folks.
Well, considering how Xbox has been doing the last few days, I would probably not expect another Viva Pinata game to appear.
I mean, have they seen the popularity of Pokopia?
Yes.
Which is Pokemon Viva Pinata?
Yeah, but
really, they're missing out.
It seems like their reaction to, oh, this thing is popular, is to close down the studio. So,
yay.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't want to be a downer. It's been a really bad week for the gaming industry. Xbox is closing down 3 more studios.
But what about Halo?
Halo is still coming out.
It's all they have.
Yeah. It's been rough. I mean, if anyone's curious, like, yeah, it's you can read about it, but Double Fine, Compulsion Games, and Ninja Theory, the Hellblade people, are all getting closed down and are attempting to buy themselves out right now. So they're all 3 in negotiations with Xbox to buy themselves and become independent studios to stay open. But if that does not happen, they will be closed and everyone will be fired, which is cool.
Well, I hope they do, because that would be nice.
That'd be nice.
But let's talk about something happier.
Something happier.
Like a staple of my childhood.
Yes, so I would say that probably the biggest appearance and I would say appearance of llamas in pop culture is from The Emperor's New Groove. It's a Disney movie from 2003, I believe. This is definitely, like, I would say if you are not somebody who lives in the Americas and therefore are not encountering llamas in real life, probably your only exposure to llamas would be from this movie.
Sincerely, I think when I was a kid, this was one of those movies that we watched, like, every day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we loved it. I mean, it came out at just the right time, too. So, just to run back through it, of course, The Emperor's New Groove is a movie from Walt Disney Animation Studios, and featured what the fuck was the name of the guy?
Cusco.
I know Cusco. Sorry, who was the actor? What's his name?
I don't know the actors.
It was a famous guy. Not James.
I think most of them are.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, now I feel embarrassed. Oh, it was actually from the year 2000. Excuse me. Is David Spade? That was the guy I was trying to think of.
David Spade. Yeah.
David Spade was Cusco. But yeah, it also, of course, featured Patrick Warburton as Kronk, very iconic character to this day. John Goodman was Pacha, which I noticed was also part of the name of the llama goddess, Pachamama, which I'm sure that's where they got his name.
And Yzma was Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt, who was great in that role. So yeah, that movie was at the time a huge box office disappointment. Flopped pretty badly, opened 4th its opening weekend, and just like kind of lost a ton of money. This is kind of the beginning of Disney's second dark ages, because this was the movie that Disney had following up Tarzan, which was kind of the end of the Disney Renaissance era. So this box office bomb sort of started their like so-called second dark ages, where they had 10 years of flops in a row.
Wait, Emperor's New Groove flopped?
Oh yeah, badly. It was a really big disappointment.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
It didn't get huge until I think it released on video.
Yes, it had a very successful VHS release and DVD release as well. Like I saw the home video numbers were really good, and it was very popular among critics and then as fans as well, but it like in the following years found like very much of a cult following revival, and to this day has as far as cultural significance, like far outlived a lot of movies that have come after it from Disney.
I still pretty constantly say there's a wall there, trust me, which I feel like no one understands as a reference from that movie.
I don't think I know. Now there's some classic ones there. Of course there's the meme of Pacha doing the like just right thing. We got him. Yeah. Then, of course, pull the lever, Kronk, and
basically Kronk's entire
Cusco's
character.
Poison, the poison for Cusco. So, unfortunately, like this movie, because it did so badly, this would be the last time ever Walt Disney Animation Studios would make an animated comedy. They still have not given it another shot.
Is that true?
That is true. Go back and look at all their movies.
I mean, I guess like they just have comedy in them.
Yeah, that was the idea. Michael Eisner, who was the CEO of Disney at the time, basically set down a precedent that animated comedies were Garbo. And so basically, like, let's just mix little bits of comedy into more standard family adventure movies forever. And that has still been the prerogative to this day. So no, they have not tried to do another like slapstick comedy like that again, which is sad because it was really fucking funny.
Yeah, lame.
I saw a lot of
comedies in general are just kind of in a slump right now.
Oh, for sure. Like I think the last I will say, like, I think the only good one I've seen in years, like big one, was the Naked Gun reboot last year, which was really funny. Absolutely recommend. That was so funny.
Was that Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson is the star. It was actually also written by the Lonely Island guys, and Jorma Taccone from there directed it. Yeah, so it's very much got their style of humor in it. It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, so highly recommend. There is a bit in the middle there, and who is it? Pamela Anderson is also the other star. She is so fucking funny. She has not done a lot of comedy, I don't think, but she's very funny.
I think she's definitely one of those people that has like harnessed comedy as a need to survive from a lot of things.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, shout out to that. I would say that at the time, definitely underperformed and wasn't that big of a deal. But over time, like, I would say that The Emperor's New Groove has, like I said, outlived like most of the movies that have followed it as far as like cultural relevance and like, especially with people like our age. Like that was a classic one. So shout out. Did not care for Kronk's New Groove as much. I don't remember that being very good.
Well, and there was like
the TV show. I loved that TV show. I watched it every day after school. I was so fucking into it.
I did not have cable then, so I only watched it at my grandparents'.
Fun thing about that TV show is that even though everyone else, all the other characters had different voice actors, John Goodman actually returned because he was like, nobody's playing this character except me.
I love John Goodman.
Oh, he's great. Yeah. Shout out to The Righteous Gemstones if any haven't seen that. He's so fucking funny in that. Okay, so let's I guess we'll move on to close out with our Annie Mall fun facts. Anyone got anything?
I have a couple. So llamas are actually used as therapy animals due to their curious and calm nature.
Ooh, actually, there's one that is brought every so often to the Cornell Vet School.
Oh.
That is like a therapy llama, and I've pet him. He's very cute. I forget what his name is, but it's something like Graham Cracker or something like that.
Oh, that's a cute name.
Yeah.
It's a cute name. I've seen llamas and alpacas, and I can't remember which. Probably llamas used for like in weddings. So they'll have like the llama will have like a little basket on either side of it filled with ice and drinks, and they'll just wander around and just get you a drink from the llama bar.
The llama bar.
The llama bar. Actually, Nirav, you're getting married soon. I want to see a llama bar. I want to see some free roaming llamas that have
I'll make that happen at the fucking
them.
botanical garden.
Honestly, that sounds like the best thing that
it does
could happen.
Sound great, but it's
You could do it with peacocks. It probably wouldn't be as efficient though.
That's true.
I will tell you, there is a place in Atlanta that does rent out wedding llamas. I've seen them.
What do you mean wedding llama?
A llama that you drinks on their backs. They're like the staff carrying around.
It's called Atlanta Alpaca Treehouse. Oh wait, no, that's a venue. Oh my God, why didn't you book your wedding at the Atlanta Alpaca Treehouse?
I've googled wedding llamas, and there seems to be a huge industry for wedding llamas, which I did not know about.
Yeah, joke's on you, Nirav.
No, well, now I'm going to be getting ads about wedding llamas for the next year. Okay,
as good.
That's true. They could be worse. Okay, and I also see llamas. I guess that's that. So, all right. Do we have?
Oh wait, I have one.
Oh yeah.
Llamas are known for being very clean, and so they will just they will poop and pee in like one corner of their fenced in area, and also their poop is not known to smell really.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, and originally it was used as fertilizer and also what the Inca called llama beans. Or maybe they didn't call them that, but they
Llama
call them that
beans.
now.
That's pretty funny.
And it's basically like the dung that you would then burn, and you could use it as fuel.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, like I mentioned earlier, like it seems like the Incans very much tried to like use all of the llama in the same way that like we did with the buffaloes up here. So yeah, that I think that like these are, I feel like we don't give enough credit to these guys. Like they're pretty fun. They're just trying to do them.
Yeah, and they've got fun teeth, and don't let them bite you because apparently they have fangs.
Yeah, don't be bitten by the llama's fang. Otherwise, you'll become a were-llama. That might have been what happened to Cusco.
That might be fine, actually.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's what we got this week. Thank you for joining us. Wow, finished like almost right at an hour. I'm feeling pretty good. That was good.
Boop, boop.
Let's, do we have anything that we want to plug? It doesn't have to be something you're doing, or you just want to recommend something.
Oh, gosh. I just went through like 4 things in my head, and then all of them I was like, do I want that to be on a podcast for forever?
Wow.
I don't know about that.
Okay, fine. Recommend some llama-related content then.
No, I don't have any llama-related content, except for you should watch The Emperor's New Groove if you haven't. And be nice to your local vet. And
who is Rachel?
Who is Rachel? Rachel's everybody's local vet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God,
Rachel's just sending us pictures of llamas at weddings.
I am flooding the chat right now of llamas and a couple of mini donkeys at weddings, hoping to spark some inspiration in Nirav.
I hate how cute these are. Like, we don't have money we don't have llama money. I don't know what to tell you.
We don't have llama money.
You got to make some cuts. You got to make some sacrifices.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, that extended family, members that you haven't seen in 5 years, cut them out. Cut them out.
Replace them with llamas.
Sorry, cousin James.
You're a llama now.
You can't come. I need your seat for llama money.
Sorry. I just laughed because I saw a tweet. This is the Australians scored in their own goal because their goals are on opposite sides in the southern hemisphere.
Jesus Christ.
They did get an own goal, which was very funny. Okay.
That sucks.
Does that count? Does that count if you get an own goal?
Yeah, own goals always count, yeah.
Wow.
Well, most of the time, own goals are from, I am on the other team, I kick it, and it bounces off that player's foot into their own goal. That is how most of them happen. Anyway, yeah, so...
I will come next time with an actual recommendation, because there's definitely stuff that I want to recommend.
We could even make that a little thing at the end here, if you just want to, like, recommend a thing. It doesn't have to be related to llamas. Maybe it's a movie. Who knows?
Yeah, or a book or something.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, well, let's get out of here then. Thank you guys for listening. And until next time, remember, I'm an animal.
And
so are you.
Okay.
No, Rachel.
We have to practice that. Let's do it off the air.
What is it? Oh, and it's you are too?
And you are too. So are you actually kind of is better, though. I'm going to be honest.
Whatever.